What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Talk about the episode. I only watched it once. I took notes. It was okay. It was an okay episode. I'll park right here today because somebody is blocking the parking spaces. Not sure why, but whatever. Hopefully we're not down here for a long time. I should have went to Starbucks first, but I'm kind of down here about 10 minutes late. So we'll go. It starts off where they left off, that they're at Garcelle's party, and Sutton and what's the girl's name? Sutton and what's the girl's name? Diana. Oh, dirty Diana. They're still going back and forth with each other, talking about how she lost a baby. Don't touch her, because Sutton had her. Remember, we said last week Sutton had her hand on her leg. I understand. She kept trying to tell her how she understood what she was going through in an effort to be relatable once again. You know what? There are some people who do that every single time someone tells them something that happened to them. They usually come in with kind of like, that happened to me too. And sometimes, and somehow it seems like what happened to them is just a little bit more. It's like they want to one up the situation. But I don't think that that's what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Sutton is trying to be like, yeah, well, I've had 2 miscarriages, right? I think she is literally trying to relate to her. Yeah, my brother died in Bosnia. Yeah, my father killed himself. I understand what it's like to lose someone suddenly. I'm not trying to one up you. We just so happen to have really traumatic events that have happened to us that I can relate to you with. But Diana has a problem with Sutton anyway, so it's nothing. She just doesn't like her, and that's okay. Everybody doesn't have to like everybody. That's another thing. And Sutton, you're being fake. You are trying to be the big, quote unquote, bigger person. I do want to be your friend. No, you don't. She's not a friend. She's not somebody you would have as a friend. Maybe you want to keep her as like a social contact because of what she does. Within the, what she does for the Congo and Haiti. Fucking bitch. Let me see if my shit is on. Girl, is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, so, girl, I just got pissed off real quick. Fucking bitch. Let me put this thing back here. I got my Friends shirt on, honey. Told y'all I love Friends. My Seinfeld shirt is next. I love Seinfeld. Seinfeld's one of my favorite shows too. Anyways, this is not about Seinfeld. Kyle tells Sutton that what she's saying feels like BS. Okay, so let's remember that Kyle is drunk boots, 9 sheets to the wind. She is inebriated, intoxicated. She's fucked up. She's twisted. She's bent. Kyle is all of those things. Sutton tells Kyle that she's being strange. Like, girl, why are you acting like that? Kyle's whole thing is, I never heard you say you had miscarriages before. Why all of a sudden now do you have this story? Nobody has ever heard you say that. Well, it's very personal. Sutton said it's very personal, and it is. It's not like something you just go around sharing with people. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to, or if somebody else is, sharing their moment. But whatever Sutton said, it would have been a problem. It didn't matter what she said. Diana tells Sutton, I see you. I see you. She says, well, if you want to be a motherfucker, that's when she started getting mad. I was like, okay. Sutton started crying. I do that too. If I get mad, I'm going to cry. I'm just going to let you know. Don't think it's because I'm weak Don't think that it's because I'm scared. Just that's how the emotion comes out, is through tears. And uh, Sutton was pissed. Her hair was already messed up. It was looking funny. We didn't know. We didn't know that you had something like that going on with you. This is Kyle with her drunk ass. Then she says, it's all good. It's all good. Something's off with her. She says, best not to poke me. And then they give each other fake hugs. I mean, over the last week, we found something off with you, Diana. It's so funny the things that Diana is saying in her interviews can be applied directly to her. If she wasn't a bigot, I wish she wasn't a bigot, because then I would want her to be on the show, because I do think her personality is good for an ensemble cast. I know y'all don't like her, but if she wasn't a bigot, or if we hadn't found out that she was a bigot, child, because that's what they be. We just don't know until they show. Yeah, they gave each other fake hugs. I was with Kyle. I'm walking away from this BS. This is dumb. Whatever. Kyle walks away. I hollered when Garcelle's hairstylist said that Kyle was sweeping the floor with her vagina. Yes, because it's like, girl, why are you sliding across the floor like that? Was so embarrassed. So embarrassing. Garcelle and Kyle walks away, and she goes, sits by Garcelle, and she says, well, what's going on over there? And she was like, it's Sutton crying. And she was like, always. Crystal tells Diane, I'll talk to you later. Are you good? I'll talk to you later. Okay, girl. Are you good, girl? So she gets in the car. Erica, like I told y'all last week, that Oliver probably would like Erica if he wasn't married. He would probably like her. And truth be told, if unfortunately, see, because the 14-year-old is different than the adult son. She's telling him, you're fine. What she tell him? You have a hot son. Erica says she got shit to lose. I got shit to lose. Oliver, you're hot. Get over here. And when you think about it, see, for me, the dynamics that when a woman is talking like that to a white woman specifically is talking, or a non-black woman is talking like that to a black man, she's not talking like that because she likes him. She's talking like that because he's an object, a penis, a BBC. That's all that man was to Erica in those moments. A big black cock. That's it. You understand me? So he was an object. It was not someone that, oh, I like him, I want to get a relationship. She just saw a big black cock. She didn't care who it was. You see, she was asking for Jamie Foxx 2 episodes ago. So it didn't matter who it is, right? That's what she's looking for, a BBC. So Dory tells her, come get your sweet boys. Now, men like to be objectified. They have no problem with it. They have no problem with it. A lot of men do not care when a woman is talking to them like that. In fact, you see how he was like, and he sat down, trying to be nice and sitting down. They asked him, was he married? Yes, he's married. And then Erica says, call your baby mama. Right? Call your baby mama and let her know that we could do a threesome. Everybody was like, oh, hell no, Erica, what the fuck are you talking about, girl? This is a mess, right? Garcelle says Garcelle said Erica needs to reassess her life. Get your life together, fucking with me and mine, okay? I am glad that Erica was aware enough to know that she had offended a Haitian mother. I had offended this mother of these boys, right? Sit down. I heard a lot about. She tells him sit down. She's giving him orders, right? Because he's not a man. He's a dick. That's all she sees. That's what they should have put an emoji, an eggplant emoji right there. He didn't have an identity. His identity was in his penis. Girl, that's all she was looking for. I hate to say it, but it's true. I'm sure some of y'all will agree. Um, as they were leaving, Jax walks in to get some flowers because everybody's taking the centerpieces and stuff. So he gets the flowers, and Erica says, "You get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here. You're going to get me in trouble." So I don't know if she was trying to hit on his ass too. Because what is "you're going to get me in trouble" mean? Because that's when my ears perked up. Talk to the adult nigga any kind of fucking way, because we already know how y'all do. We already know how that works and that dynamic. He's on his own with that. I don't give a fuck. Right? Because they love it. But the 14-year-old, girl, no, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We're not doing those things. So he goes to his mom and he says, "Damn, I just got violated." Okay, Crystal. "I just got violated." And she was like, "What you talking about?" She was like, "Erica just told me to get the fuck out of here." But he was using a crybaby voice. He tuned it up so mommy could go into action, right? Because I would have went into action too. And I went right over there and said, "Erica, the same thing Garcelle did. The same thing Garcelle did, I would have done. Immediately. You don't let the night go. I don't give a fuck how fucked up she is. You don't let the night go letting this hoe know that you done stepped you're out of order, right? You could talk to my adult son. Yeah, it's a little weird because she had, lifted her leg up and all this stuff. Girl, it's weird as fuck, but he's an adult. He knows how to handle himself. He don't need his mama hovering over him. He don't need nobody protecting him. That's a grown-ass man. And I mean, that's a grown-ass man. But the 14-year-old, absolutely not. And I heard when she said, "You're going to get me in trouble, get the fuck out of here." That's what she said to him. She said, "Erica, you hurt Jack's feelings. You need to apologize. You need to apologize to him. That's not cool. That is not cool." That's what I would have said. I would have done the same exact thing. The same exact thing, because you're not that drunk. You're not that drunk. You're being funny with my son. That's fine. Okay, funny, girl, haha. My oldest son. But my younger son, we're not. That's not what we're not going to do. So I know you was playing. I know you was drunk. But you need to apologize to him, because he did not deserve that. And furthermore, I don't speak to my kids like that. So I'm not going to allow anyone to speak to my kids like that. So you need to apologize to him. Not to me. To him. In the world that I come from, adults apologize to children when they're out of order, because adults be out of fucking order, as we can see. We see it every day. Out of order to kids. Okay. Dorit said it made her sick to her stomach, but I guess she was all better by Thanksgiving because she thought it was funny. You thought it was funny? Okay. He's 14. I was just grabbing the flowers. She's pushing it. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It isn't. And Garcelle was bothered by that, and she has a right to be bothered by that. Like I said, the grown son, whatever. The baby, yeah. Garcelle Robert's doing Garcelle's hair, and she was talking about Erica Jane and how she needs to choose. Does she want to do the medication or does she want to do the cocktails? What does she want to do? Garcelle says she's sick of Erica. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. She could apologize. I know she was wasted and this and that. Crystal, she's doing self-defense with Dorit. Dorit says she needs the tools to defend herself. That's it. Kyle and Sutton's incomplete kitchen. Did you see the thing on the bottom? Sutton's incomplete kitchen. She says, yes, our conversation was strange. There was a strange conversation between Diana and I. It wasn't going well, and then you walked over and made it worse. But you spoke to me quite harsh. I was trying to be relatable to Diana. Well, she doesn't know you like that. I didn't know. I apologize. Kyle was trying to apologize for saying that, kind of dismissing Sutton's miscarriages, right? She said, I'm trying to apologize. I'm trying to apologize to you. You are such a hard person to apologize. Because, no, you need to be clear how out of order you were. Like, I need for you to completely understand. The same way, I think Sutton did the same thing to Crystal. Say it, okay? Say it. Say that you will not do that again. But Sutton, Kyle was trying to apologize to her, okay? She was like, I'm sorry. You saw, Sutton said, don't push me. Don't push me. Girl, keep your hands to yourself. Kyle, have you noticed Kyle does that to people? Like Elaine. Elaine from Seinfeld. Remember she used to push people? Stop! No! She always pushing somebody. This man and his dog, honey. So she says, I was wrong. I was wrong. She's trying to apologize. She was like, but Diana doesn't, really know you. She's just going based off of what she sees or whatever. Again, Diana and Sutton don't need to be friends. And in these weird friend groups that you have, you can be cordial. They can be cordial. But I think for me, if I were Sutton, I wouldn't try with Diana. There will be no effort. It would be like, hey girl, nice to see you, girl. Okay. Fake. I'll be fake. It'll be fake. Cordial. Girl. Because the personalities don't match. I don't know why she hasn't. Well, she does. Well, she says she's contradictory. She's a bacon eating vegetarian. Kyle's daughter is getting married. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. We could talk about it because I wrote it over here. I think I wrote it over here. Portia. Portia is 14 years old. Mauricio and Kyle's daughter. Now, if Garcelle's son was talking to Portia that way, how would that have gone? If Garcelle's son was talking to a 14-year-old girl in the same way, told her to get the fuck out of here, how do you think that would have gone? Not only a man talking to a little girl like that, but then a black man talking to a white girl like that, or whatever the hell they are. Don't get in my comments giving me the 23andMe stats of Mauricio and Kyle's lineage. I don't care. But the truth is, you don't talk to kids that way. And unfortunately, we do live in a society where adults feel like they can talk to kids any kind of way and don't have to offer them respect. Get the fuck out of here. No, you don't talk to my kid like that. And if somebody was talking to, like, I thought it was weird that Kyle and Mauricio thought it was funny. Kyle has come out and said that she did not think it was funny. She was laughing more so at Erica's behavior. But Kyle brought it up and was not a witness to it. So you said someone else told you what Erica was doing because you weren't there. So Dorit told you, obviously, because who else would have told you? And you're bringing it up on camera, right? Playing your role. Because who else would have told you that? I heard it. I didn't actually see it. Did you hear that Erica told Garcelle's son to shut the fuck up? I'm like, oh my God, it was not funny, but it was funny. If a man would have spoken to Mauricio and Kyle's child like that, it would be a different story. Do you know how distraught those women would be? Kyle would be crying. She would be crying. She would be the way she was crying when Dorit was describing what happened to her in the home invasion. Oh no, girl. She would have been doing all of that, girl. Kyle's a mess. Kyle is a fucking mess, girl. We ain't forgot you a family of actors, girl. Fuck you. Did you hear? Did you see, girl? Who else would have told you but Dorit? Because it made Dorit sick to her stomach, right? But then all of a sudden it was funny. Y'all liars. She wants her grandchildren to have a close relationship with their grandmother because she had a close relationship with her grandmother. This and that. They do the LA mission Thanksgiving. So they were filming this around Thanksgiving. They show Garcelle with her sons doing the LA mission. Dorit, they showed Dorit with her family, Crystal with her family, Kyle, Teddy was there. She said Teddy's here trying to pretend like she baked this. And then Rinna and Diana have a meeting. She goes over to Diana's house. I love Diana's house. I love it. Oh my God. I love it. They were talking about the holidays, Garcelle's party. She was like, girl, she was like, how was Garcelle's party? And she was like, okay, girl, let's start drinking. So she explains to her that Sutton was doing her thing, you know, where she looks down. Bitch, why was everybody doing it? She looks down because she knows she about to get your ass. Because you thought you had her ass at that fucking table, Lisa, and you mad about it. Stay mad, bitch. I got a full receipt right here. And then all of a sudden, Diana had to jump in. That's not classy. That's not classy. But then she going to hop her ass on Instagram and say, I donate to all the black people in the world. Girl, y'all some bitches. Sunday like this. She said she called me soulless. She was like, what? She was like, she called me a motherfucker. She said, what? Girl, what? I know Lisa Rinna was like, I missed that party. She was like, yeah, she called me a motherfucker. She was like, what? She was like, yeah, because we were talking about the miscarriages thing. And she said that, you know, she told her what happened. And she said, it's almost like gambling. Like, I have one miscarriage and I'll raise you two, right? To me, it wasn't like she was trying to one up her. I didn't get that from her. I have been around people who constantly one up you. Every time you tell them a story, they have another story similar but better. That's just, it has that little razzle dazzle on it. You know what I'm saying? And I knew a person who used to do that all the time, to the point where when they would try to one up, I would be like, I don't believe that story. I don't believe what you're saying. I would just say it. I don't believe you. What? I don't. Until they finally stopped doing the one upping. I used to be the kind of person where I felt like I needed to share something relatable but not one up, like, so that I could, like, I would be like, "Oh, I've gone through that too," right? And so I remember learning and becoming aware that I was doing that, and because it does not allow the other person to kind of share, right? You let the person share and then process that and then kind of maybe share afterwards. But I noticed I used to do that too. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, that happened to me too. I wasn't trying to one up, but I knew a one upper. I used to be like, I don't believe that story. That story sounds made up. That's what I used to say. That story sounds made up. I used to make that bitch pissed off. It's the narcissism. So, Lisa Rinna calls son a narcissist. Okay, girl. She says, well, she just hurting people. There's no empathy there. This is what Diana is saying about Sutton. At Kyle's house, that's when PK and Dorit go. They talk about what's her name? Is she gonna sell their house because of how, of what happened to her inside of the house or whatever? That room they were in that little salon off to the side. I really like that whole vibe that was going on between the two couples. You go over their house, go to the salon, have drinks, gossip, talk about the other people, talk about the other couples and stuff like that. I like that little vibe that they had with them. But I didn't like what they was talking about. I didn't like what they was saying about Garcelle's son. And how they thought it was funny but not funny. They're more so concerned about how Erica has loosened up and she's opened up and she's not holding it in. Maybe it's not her best side, but it's a genuine side of her. PK, he gets it. He was like, she really has, what did he say? That's a complete blowout. You try to fuck one of her sons and then you told her other son to fuck off. A complete blowout. PK called it. Girl, this is a mess. Girl, do you realize what you did the other night? It's time. I don't know if that's rock bottom, but it's close. It's close, bitch. It's a blowout. Sutton is going to have a little light housewarming party. Bitch, I was pissed off. And I know that Sutton was mad. I know she was mad, but she said she's trying to not think that everything needs to be perfect, right? But that mud in the back with that table, they could have went to someplace and bought a board, a flat wooden board or something. But they would have had to done leveling and all that other stuff. But anyways, they had the damn, I don't know why she was doing it outside, but she was like, I'm going to keep going with it. I'm not going to get upset. It was just, they kept saying it mucky, but it was like water, mud, but not that deep, but just still like messing people's heels up. So she did have heel covers for people. Lisa Rinna, maybe when I tell you Lisa Rinna looks so fucking fly. Oh my God. I said, bitch. That bitch looks so, her hair, her frames, the color, the shoes, the skirt, the shirt. Then when they brought out the fur coat and she took the purple fur coat, I said, bitch, she was killing it. She killed it. I was like, Lisa Rinna, you funky, musty bitch. She looked bad to me. I said, that's everything about it. Every single thing about it. I was like, come through, Lisa Rinna, bitch. She gave me my life. And her hair, like a little pompadour coming up and then coming. It was cute. Whoever styled her that day, they did it. Red, blue hair. And it was like the colors, that blue on her. And then when she put that purple fur coat on, I was like, come on, bitch. So we were in Sutton's muddy ass backyard. Oh, before that, Sutton said she wants to have a little lighthouse warming, her house, people over her house because she's proud of what she's done, right? So Garcelle and Cherie are talking before they head on over to Sutton's house, and Garcelle shares with Cherie what Erica did. She was like, girl, no, she didn't. She was like, yeah, and she even mentioned the part about the threesome, and then she told Jax to fuck off. And then she was like, I want her to be sober so she can hear me. Cherie was like, girl, do I need to take my earrings off? So, cuz, honey, we could get it cracking. And I love it because they showed a clip the other day of Cherie going off on that white girl that was on Hollywood Exes. I don't remember that woman's name, but she was the one that's saying black and white don't mix. But she was saying, she was a parrot, and she was saying, black girls don't like me. And Cherie told her off. Let that bitch have it. So they were like, maybe she could get Lisa Rinna and Diana's ass together. I like the way that she was comforting Dorit at the table, telling her, this is just a small piece of your life. You're going to get past this and this and that. And remember, she was, she played a pastor's wife for a few years. She was dating a pastor. You see, Shawnee O'Neal's playing a pastor's wife too. She already played an athlete's wife. See how that worked out. Now she's playing a pastor's wife. That's so fun. She better need to talk to Cherie about that. See how that worked out. Anyways, good luck to those people. Sutton's backyard. Now, when Lisa Rinna said how the shit is all perfect at the top and all muddy at the bottom, I was like, you bitch. Stop talking about Sutton. But it was good. That was good. I want to be clear. When Erica gets here, I just want to drink a little champagne. Everybody was looking around. Yes, bitch, because I'm going to say something to her, and this is the right time. I'm so mad that she wasn't saying it. She didn't grab her before. I was like, Garcelle, are you scared? Like, because she was like, hey. And like when they spoke to each other, and then it looked like Garcelle was about to say something, and then I think somebody offered Erica a drink. I was like, girl, that would have been the perfect time. I don't know what you're waiting for. They done made their ways all the way outside. They have walked around pieces of the house, and you still haven't said anything, girl. What the fuck? I thought you wanted to be clear, and you was going to grab her right when she came in there. I guess she's waiting for everybody to be sitting at the table, I guess. Erica says she's worried about she offended a Haitian mother. And so she didn't realize that the boys were 14. She thought they were 16. And that don't matter. They're adults. You heard her? You heard her say they're adults? I heard a nigga the other day was trying to say that children when they start puberty, they're adults. They're not adults. They're not adults. Like 18 is not an adult either. That is a child. 25. When the brain catches up, that's an adult. Just because the body and everything is changing, the brain hasn't caught up. It's not an adult until the brain is done cooking in there, doing its thing. 25. That to me is a biological adult. I don't care what the fucking law says. God. Anyways, 16 is still a kid. You heard her. Did you hear her say like they damn near adults? No, they're not. They got a lot to go. They got almost 10 years to go before the brain stops developing, or the frontal lobe is done developing, not the rest of the brain, but all this. Your decision making, your impulsivity, your impulse skills, all of that. Girl, now, oh, thank you for bringing that to my attention, Crystal. Girl, you knew you was out of order. Erica's frames, bitch. I was here for him. Shut out. Take the carcass out of the. What did PK say? He don't know what the carcass is. How do you not know? Okay. Anyway, so take the carcass out. All the stuff in the body. Caviar is so good. I wrote caviar is good. It's so good. I would have been tearing that caviar up. So salty. What did Martin used to do? Sudden, yeah, beautiful on top, mucky on the bottom. So it's cold outside. It had rained or whatever. So everybody get their fur coats, and that is some fucking rich bitch shit. Y'all don't have jackets. Y'all don't have coats. Y'all need to be warm. Here, let me give you my fur coats. I know that's right. So they're sitting down eating. Dorit says she has some challenges. That's when they give her, their support. She says she doesn't like to drive alone. She doesn't like to be alone. Diana's not coming. She told, who did she tell? I don't remember, but she didn't call Sutton. And then Garcelle immediately says it. Well, you know what I call it? I call it rude. I said, I know that's right. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Fuck anything you got going on, Diana. First of all, you came to my party and you was trying to start stuff. And I said, you're not gonna ruin my party. So you trying to start stuff. Yeah, girl. I call it rude. Thank you. Sun says she's not passive aggressive. Oh, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that. Yes, you are. You are. This is Lisa Rinna at the end of the table. Yes, you are. Lisa Rinna was not taking it. Girl, you are passive aggressive. So do you call people motherfuckers and soulless? She was looking like, oh, well, maybe. Well, maybe, girl. Did I get everything? Did I get everything? Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me make sure, honey. I think I got everything, y'all. Yeah, I got everything. So what did y'all think? I don't think it matters that they're 16 or 14, that she thought they were 16. It's still out of order. You don't talk to no child like that. I don't talk to my kids like that. You don't talk to them like that. I would have made her apologize immediately, and I would have confronted her immediately in her sober mind, and I would want her to apologize in her sober mind to my child, to his face, because adults apologize. You don't have to apologize to me. You need to apologize to him because you made him feel bad. You didn't make me feel bad. His feelings need to be healed. So that's what I think about it. But in that very moment, what Garcelle did, I definitely would have done that. I definitely would. I can't wait till next week. We'll see what's going to happen. I saw Sutton sitting down with Diana being fake. Girl, like Sutton, I think she's playing that, I'm going to be the bigger person. Fuck that. Throw that shit out the window. I'm so tired of y'all doing that. I mean, I guess if it serves you, but in my experience and my observations, playing the bigger person doesn't serve the bigger person, actually. So anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. I'm on my way to Starbucks. Peace.